Hello and welcome everyone back to another brand new episode of MotoGP 22 Career Mode. Today we are off to Le Mans in France, a track that I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with, to be brutally honest. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I do not love it. We have a technical staff management. We have a new candidate, B+. Yeah, I'll sign you on. Why not? Alberto Fernandez from Argentina. Love the hairstyle. We also have our first bit of R&D done this year. We got the third engine increase. Of course, we had number 1 and 2 and the +1 here done from factory from Triumph. Maximum torque increase, elongation of exhaust manifold to facilitate medium speeds. Basically, no, take this with a pinch of salt. If Milestone were actually that good and they did what that said, we'd have a bit more mid-range, which on a triple would mean we'd probably have a lot more punch out of a corner. Now, whether we will or not, I won't know, because to be brutally honest, I think it might affect the horsepower slightly, but I don't think it will change the characteristics of an engine. But I'd like to be proven wrong. We are going to belt pretty much everyone onto this, just to get our first engine on and our frame upgrade on. So I'm going to confirm everyone jump onto this. So that'll take 4 weeks. That'll bring us up to probably Assen. No, we get done just before Sachsenring. Then we have a double header in Assen and Sachsenring before the summer break. But today we're off to Le Mans. We're going to France. Might see some weather in France. It's usually one of the first races of the season you see a bit of weather, so we'll have to look out for that. But I'll probably catch you more than likely at the end of free practice 3. Right, pace isn't amazing, but I will say that was done on a soft rear medium front, a worn front at that, and power mode 2, which is always good to be up there on what is relatively not a qualifying lap. I know I will say soft tire, yeah, but the difference between power mode 2 and power mode 3 is absolutely ridiculous, and there's so many slow corners. I reckon the AI always run power 3, judging how they can get out of corners. So to be in the ballpark at the end of practice, I'm pretty happy with it. Now, I do feel like it's going to be one of those races where the AI will just jump out of the corner and I'll get frustrated. I have made setup adjustments and I'm riding differently in this weekend. It's hard to describe what I'm doing. I'm just taking more risks. I'm just throwing the bike in and hope it sticks. I'm just pushing it harder, just giving it more stick, really. Every other week I'm trying to ride within myself, but also as close to the limit, whereas now I'm just like, look, I crash. That's the kind of way I have to ride it. And we seem pretty decent out here. It doesn't feel too bad. Again, heavy braking, I am king. So we should be able to make passes in the race, but also I'll imagine get gapped out of the corners. But we're going to jump now to qualifying, or hopefully with power 3 and soft, I should be able to challenge for pole. Up to line we come to start our lap. We have worn tyres on, a slightly lower temperature, so I'm gone for a slightly different setup. Once again, soft same for qualifying, just to see kind of maximise everything in a quick one-off lap. It's been cloudy all weekend long, but it is forecast to be hot for the race. We're quarter second off in sector 1, Vietti down into the 36s. Doesn't bode well for me, but we'll see how we do in the rest of the lap. Definitely softs won't go the distance in the race. We're just half a tenth under now, so we're not doing too bad. Touch deep in, guards there. Seem to get a good exit. Got small with the wheel spin, but fell fast. Difficult bit of track there. We're up by half a second, so it looks like it is going to be a pretty clean lap overall. Just a couple of corners to go. It is quite easy on this last sector to invalidate a lap time. Pretty safe that time through there. Looks like it's going to be another pole position. Up to line 35.9. We're not that much quicker than Vietti. They could definitely beat that. but I don't know if I have much more pace than a high 35. So we did manage to hang on for pole position just. Vietti didn't improve. I was the only one that managed at 35. I will say though, once again, my two rivals, Sam Lowe's 13th, Canet, P17. So I don't know if they've secretly updated this game to adjust the rider stats or whatever, but last few rounds, Cameron Bobier, Jake Dixon and Cestino Vietti, much quicker, much more on the pace. And yeah, I'm not fighting them in the championship, so overall, much better. Good to see my teammate Bo Benschneider and Gabriel Rodrigo in the top 8 along with me, so the Mandalika team are doing quite well at the moment. So on to the race. Pretty much it's always the same strategy, get away from the AI. If I can get away from the AI, I can win. But if they drag me into a bar fight, I usually come off second best from their dirty tactics, but we can only see what will happen. So medium is the tyres they were recommended. Also the tyres I reckon are best. Most of the grid on at least a medium front, most riders on medium. The fact that there's not a lot hard, again, look at the AI, they kind of do an outlap and we've just cut the track and we've hit the wall. We've all died in the background. Look at the... What is this game? What is this game? Well, son, I want my money back. It's a French Grand Prix and everyone is starting on dirty tyres. We got a massive bog, but we got away, I would say cleanly, but no, we got away dirty more than anything. First time all weekend in these hot conditions, so it'll be interesting to see what the bike does. Understeer City, I don't know if that's due to dirt or just due to opening lap. There's crash already. Oh, look at Tony Arbolino splitting the gap. Oh, Vietti with his lovely bright blue helmet. So already Plan A is gone out the window. Saying that, we could still maybe get him into Gard Ver. Good exit there, just bumped it up to power 3. We're gonna go for it into Gard Ver. We are deep though, back to first just to get the bike to stop. Risking a lot across the curbs. And look at us getting a great exit and pulling 0.8 out of that corner alone, which is pretty huge. So, can we break away? I don't know if we can, to be honest. I was behind and in front of a lot of AI through practice, and they seem much quicker than me on track compared to the actual lap times, so we'll see what they can do. I expect full commitment from them, and they will probably catch me. Just want to get a couple of laps under my belt now. 9 laps around this Bugatti circuit. Need to be smart now with my tyres, with my fuel, use it to my advantage. They do usually get quicker as the race goes on as well. Oh, we're deep again, wait. No, we should get it pulled up this time slightly better. Using power 3 now near every exit, as I should say. Just gets the bike out of the corner so much better, and it can defend really from the hard charging AI. I do reckon they have power 3 on all the time, that's why they're so quick in the race. But we are leading, I wouldn't say comfortably, but we're leading nicely at the moment. But we know turn 7 to turn 10 is pretty much where we're killer quick. Once we nail our braking down into Gard Ver, and then we get on a good exit, we should be able to nearly negate their difference throughout the lap. 1.6, 1.7 almost. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad so far. It looks like we're quite evenly matched. But obviously when I took the lead, the AI all kind of got in each other's way and just let me get a small breakaway. Corners like this, I imagine they are quicker than me. I am conscious of my tyre, yellow flags behind. Don't know for who or for what exactly. Presumably a crash. Getting a small wheelie on the exit of the final corner. 36.6 for me. It's a pretty fast lap really in race trim. I'm pretty happy with that, but I reckon the are definitely going quicker than that. Very tricky to get the bike into turn 3 accurately every lap. Another yellow flag. We're a little deep in the Chapelle. Go back for late apex. Doesn't look like once again Sam Lowes or Aaron Canet are anywhere near me in this race, which is good. We can continue to lead, and if we can get over 2 seconds out of Garage Verde this time, we should maybe have enough then to bring this one home. Like a ret. Oh, front locked a bit there. We do pull out over 2 seconds now, so I can maybe just start to be a bit more conservative of my rear tyre especially, but also the front end. I'm pretty much on the limit everywhere at my front just to make up the gap. Oh, that's Tony Arbolino out of P3. So he looked like he had good pace in the last couple of rounds, so maybe he was pushing to make himself into a championship contender. But now he is out of the top 8, and that brings my teammate Gabriel Rodrigo up into the top 8 positions. They have also brought the gap down. Looks like Cestino Vietti is on his way. He is fastest man on track. He is about 0.6 of a lap quicker that time round. So we'll have to keep an eye on him, keep an eye on his progress. Lap 5 of 9 right now. Tires are okay. Still have plenty of fuel, so if he does manage to catch us, which all weekend long I kind of predicted that I wouldn't have the pace to run away, at least I'll have fuel to battle him when he is coming. It's down to 1.2. But I know in these sectors here, provided we don't make mistakes like that, I'll have the advantage and I should be able to pull away again. But we are on our personal best lap this time around. Oh, Garage Verde, we're touch deep. Oh, it's Cambodia down. Garage Verde, so easily done. I nearly done it myself a few times this session and this weekend really, but thankfully I've yet to do it, and touch wood we don't do it in the rest of this weekend. That is Zonta van der Kerberg up into P8 as well. Brilliant riding so far from the young Dutch. It's good to see a wide variety of talent in the Moto 2 class, because usually if I can take some big points, a lot of my rivals are being beaten by the likes of Zonta and some other riders taking big points. That's our first track limits warning. Okay, I'm kind of accepting that Marcel Schrotter and Vietti are going to catch me. With probably a couple of laps ago, Schrotter is the fastest man on track now. So I'm going to just kind of manage my tyres, keep the temperatures good, have as much fuel as possible to battle them when they arrive. Just going to stay calm. Keep lapping like I am. Don't make any mistakes. Back to the bit too much there into Le Chapelle. Jeez, they're close already, but again, like I said, hit my markers and my strong points, and we'll just about kind of not minimise our gap, but we'll just kind of cut off as much of their pace as possible. So especially down into Garage Verde now. Don't want to risk too much though, because as Cambobi on the previous lap found out, it is quite easy to crash. The wheelie out there didn't help. You can see now even the AI are actually matching me through there, so I might want to step my pace up if I have any more in the tank. I'm running a pretty high pace. My last lap was in the 36s as well. Oh, touching the rash there. Another yellow flag. Doesn't say who for though. Touch wide. It's going to be a spicy ending to this one. I can just tell. I can just feel it. Here he is. It's 0.4. 36.2 from Vietti that lap. It was a 37.2 for me. So We're in for a battle. We're not even guaranteed a podium, I reckon. Oh, we're deep. Bike doesn't want to turn. He's there. I can hear him. Oh, I'm having rare... It's a rare grip I'm struggling with most. We're going to hold it around the outside. I'm going to send it back up the inside of him into the museum. I should have the braking performance. I actually don't, believe it or not. We're actually taking a lot of curb. But once we seem to get a better exit, and we can outbrake him comfortably, can we? No, we're running on. Just... We kind of match each other. Oh, Pedro Costa this time has gone down in Garage Ver. That is Marcel Schrotter right there. Long way back on Vietti. We can't leave him get into his rhythm. Oh, he's turned in on us. That's giving us a lot of warning. And then he just pulls out of that corner. So I reckon the race win already's gone. Now Marcel Schotter's put me under a lot of pressure. He's just such a quick bike compared to me. I should be able to hold it around the outside. Trying to carry on speed in. Cestino Vietti has crashed in front of me. His bike just drifts into the middle of the track. Of course he rejoins in P4. That is such bull. Penultimate lap time. Irishman versus a German. I need to get ahead of him because his pace is quite good. Realistically, Vietti had checked out there. Obviously, he was on the limit. Schrotter taking some interesting lines. Alright, we have to just match him. Alright, we're braking quite early. We're going to release the brake and just sit him up off the apex. He turns across me. He's managed to hold on to the position, so... Look at the power on that motherfucker. It's 0.4 in the brake. Oh my god, I can't even make that up in the brakes, can I? I can, but I can't make it stick. He's taking grass there, or the green. So it looks like P2 today, and yeah, he's taking grass that time. So the area just absolute. Oh. P2 is still a good result, but I wanted back-to-back victories. Not P2 yet though, we still have a couple of... One full lap to go, and Philip Salach is there. 36.1 from Vietti now is the fastest lap. I'm going to keep it in power 3 for this last lap. So you kind of get close to Schrotter anywhere. Oh, and he's done the exact same thing, and his bike has despawned as I hit it. And now it's Philip Salach's turn to win this race. Alright, down to power 2. Don't take me out, you bastard. And of course, Vietti is battling me now, and Dixon. Gonna go around the outside in here, can we? Gonna try it? No. Oh, no, track limit warning, it's not what I wanted. What a chaotic ending this is. Alright, we're gonna have to risk it. This is the chance to win. Alright, we're gonna have to turn Parker here and hopefully get the exit. Oh, he's cut underneath me, the cheeky. Oh, he cut him back. I won't get wheelie. I'm gonna go defensive. The pull they have is ridiculous. Half a lap to go between me and another victory in the Moto2 class. Oh, and Vietti's crashed again. And Salach just drove underneath me. We're gonna leave the brakes off. Oh, no, we're not. Have to try it. Here we go, here we go. Small bit of contact. Squirt into the final corner. I'm not going to do it. Philip Salach is going to win in Le Mans. Oh my god, I was pretty much beaten by everyone there, but we managed to get a podium.
The Moto2 riders do their cool.
Oh.
Let's take a look at the final results of the race we've just seen.
So as always, race pace was just nowhere. They just have... They can run power 3, I'm convinced of it. I'm like almost certain of it. And that's why they can just do so much more in the race than I can. Because I have to manage tyre wear, fuel loads, and just manage my race pace. Like I'm quicker... I perform so well in these races, and they just are doing qualifying laps, and I have to try and battle with that. And now, Philip Salic wins. Fair play to him. He's not a championship threat. Gabby Rodrigo again on the podium. 2 Mandalika SAG teams on the podium. Where do my boys, my rivals, finish? Outside the points. Kenneth 19, Sam Lowe's 26th. What does that do to the championship? Oh, 23 points over Aaron Kenneth. That is a nice gap. And Cestino Vietti moves into P3. Augusto Fernandez drops. Sam Lowe's way off in 5th. That moves Philippe Salic up 6 positions. So, yeah, that makes it a bit more interesting now, because realistically 50 points almost for Sam Lowe's behind. That's a bit too much in my opinion to claw back. 30 points from Augusto Fernandez. If I had another DNF and he got a podium, that wouldn't be fast coming down. But overall, I believe it's between me, Canet, and Cestino Vietti. Maybe Augusto Fernandez too. But Vietti has been ridiculously quick lately. And even, actually, I'd love to know where Tony Arbolino is. Again, he had a poor race today, but his pace is good. But he's 70 points down. So at the moment, the Moto2 field is definitely quick. Everyone is quick. But there's a lot of inconsistent riders, so we just need to keep rubber side down, keep it on the podium, keep it on the front row, and we should be on our way to our 2nd world title.
And this lad got a great 2nd place today. It was a truly outstanding performance.
So then another fantastic race weekend overall. Pole position, a hectic race. At one point I felt like I didn't know if I'd be in the top 5. So close again. It actually came down to it. You might see it in the video when it's kind of after analysing it now in my head. It was after Cestino Vietti crashing twice. I look over my shoulder and Philip Salic gets such a good drive out of the chicane, as they've been doing all weekend. I just should have went a bit more defensive there, and I probably could have held him off in the last couple of corners. I tried a look into the penultimate corner and to square him off into the final corner, but it wasn't to be. And but I kind of don't mind losing it to him, because he's realistically not going to be a threat in my opinion. I'll say that now, it'll come back to bite me. But I'm pretty happy with P2 after what was a tough weekend to get away with 20 points. Big chunk of points taken into the championship lead. Overall, I'm pretty happy with that one. But I am going to leave it there for today. I hope you have enjoyed today's race. I shall catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.